Kids playing soccer.
Soccer is actually one of their favorite pastimes, that and basketball, those two sports are theirs.
Kids waiting in line for the soup with all their bowls.
Sand stealing the babies.
I love it. I love their babies. Their babies are so cute. See how hot I am there? I'm
He looks like you smell.
There you go.
They're trying to steal the baby.
Curly's gonna replace.
Carly, you've been replaced.
Did it cool off today?
I did at night, yeah. Yeah.
Not
And-
much, not much.
And we didn't have hot showers, so it was freezing cold water every time you were showering.
Well, that's a nice thing.
So that was a nice thing to cool down with.
I didn't like it.
No?
No.
Yeah, quick showers.
That fella in the black t-shirt, he's actually a pastor there. There's pastors everywhere. Everywhere we went, oh, this is pastor so-and-so, this is pastor so-and-so.
He also works at Feviva.
Yeah.
Oh,
Feviva.
Who's that? Good old Grant.
That's great. So some of the boys that were helping out cook the food.
That's where they actually cooked the soup on those 2 blocks, and there was a fire. They built
Oh,
fire
That room was,
underneath
you
of
walk
it.
in there and you'll be dripping in sweat as soon as you walk in. So,
There you go.
this is the group, the next picture has a bigger group. So, this is everyone that helped out, other way.
Oh, one more.
One more.
Oh, you want that one?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the group that everyone helped out, all the kids, and then some of Anthony's boys that came with him. We had about 6 cameras lined up for that picture.
Wes's idea, he brought the Canada flag, and so we were taking that out everywhere, getting pictures and having people hold it, and
Yeah, that's good.
yeah,
We
it's a
we had to
good
go
idea.
out and find a Guatemalan flag.
And
Yeah.
we did one for
That was one thing I
Guatemala.
needed to find was a Guatemala flag to bring back,
Oh,
and I did.
you did?
Yeah.
Good.
So this is just in Antigua where we're shopping, just some of the buildings around there.
This is when you were.
Shopping
In
in
what-
Antigua
in
on
Antigua.
Thursday.
It was
Yeah,
the day
that
before we
the
left,
day before you left.
and you get to go and do your shopping and stuff. And I mean, it was really cool, but the drive is like so brutal. I don't know how worth it. I mean, I do that about once a year. So, because it's 2 hours of up and down through mountains and avoiding potholes and, right? And you
Around
guys,
vehicles.
They do it once a month. Even Carla does it
yeah,
once a month.
yeah.
And
But I mean,
everybody with their crazy driving.
oh, it's brutal.
Carla
the
got to
van.
drive there too.
Yep, there's a picture of him.
Yeah.
Speaking of crazy driving,
So
We
this is
found
where
Wi-Fi.
As soon as we
Wi-Fi
found
for 2
Wi-Fi.
minutes.
everyone would jump on the phones and try to get out as many pictures or messages out to people on Facebook.
And my one arm is sunburned and the other isn't.
Oh.
like if you were going on holidays and went to this city, you would really enjoy it. I mean, it's beautiful. It's got everything you'd think here. It's got cobblestone streets and Wi-Fi and fancy dessert restaurants and stuff. But 2 hours away in the mountains and stuff is just poverty, like unbelievable.
And that's Hannah's sad face about having to leave the Wi-Fi for a short period of time.
We're like, come on, you guys, let's go.
Like, just give me 2 more seconds.
It's gonna send.
We're walking away, we're like, no, connect.
Nick.
So that's the one volcano, which you can see just looking down the road, and it was right there. And again, all of them had the big clouds above them, and they're just beautiful to look at.
One of them actually erupted that night.
7.
7.
7? Okay.
Caitlin got in the picture though.
I have a really nice picture on my phone.
Yeah. Wow. Big church there.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I say, it's beautiful.
So what year would that be?
No idea. Sand would know.
Like, even, even in Antigua, like, it was really beautiful, but you were still seeing a lot of homeless on the streets.
Yeah.
Like, there was one little girl that really stuck out to me. She was in a wheelchair, and I'm guessing it would be her father was pushing her around with like a donation
Sat there all day.
thing, and they were going through the market all day, so we ran past them a few times. And a lot of the people who are begging on the streets have some sort of disability. So Steve and Carla were saying, because we were asking what happens if you have somebody born in your family with some form of disability. They said usually they are the ones that get sent out into the streets to beg, because those are the people that would make,
Compassion.
that would make us feel bad, so makes us feel obligated to donate or give them money.
So this is one of the ant hills that we saw, and it's like a little city to itself. There's multiple ones around there.
The well, that was at where they're gonna do the city of refuge.
So this is just during the compound we were walking around, and that's the one well that has been there for a while, and Steve showed us by throwing a rock down it that it is very deep, so when they do get hydro out there, they plan on getting it up and running again.
This is, if you're wondering what compound, do you remember when Steve and Carla were here last time, they showed us a video? The video was of the new house of refuge that this is the land, it's quite a bit of land, and they asked us all to come over there, and they showed us everything like this, but we prayed over that land for favor, and there's a lot of things. Actually, when we were going there was somebody stealing wood from, as we were going
Their
there.
fence.
Their fence, somebody was stealing, but that's why we were over there, actually, just for them to show us and for us to walk that land and pray over that land for favor and for everything to go smoothly.
So this is just.
And that was that
about
video
maybe-
that you guys all
maybe
seen,
Yeah,
when you were here, that he showed that video of the plans.
5 acres. Pastor Jaime's church was such a blessing. They provided a really nice lunch for us that day on the Sunday after we preached.
Now, since we had one of Hannah, we had to put one of me up there. That was on the plane ride home we were all sitting about 2 rows away from each other. In between us, there was a group of 3 men that were in the U.S. Army, and so they were across seas figuring out things for them. So I decided to get a picture with the one. This is their
This
brick
one's
lane,
for my dad.
who is actually here with us today.
These guys were bricklaying, and so I said, "Oh, can I take your picture?" And they all like come up, and this is how they mix their cement right on the sidewalk in a
They don't have a
pile with
machine.
some water. So it was kind of funny.
And you turn the corner and all you hear is the little kids, Krenko!
And that's the other bricklayer. So he's come right out, got off the wall, and come over to wave and get his picture taken. So
So where was this then?
this was just
street
behind
over.
the House of Refuge.
This is
It was
gonna
on
be the
other
new El
street.
Shaddai.
No,
No,
No, that
no,
was
no.
there.
This was right behind the House
Yeah,
of
by the
oh, okay,
Refuge.
but there's gonna be,
Okay,
Do we
so
have
you're
a picture
coming
of
up
it?
to the,
This one
That
here.
was
this one here, right?
That's up top. Carl was
Above
scared.
this top end of the city?
Beautiful
On
view.
It was
top?
the
Yeah.
top, yeah.
That's Jaime's new church that they're building.
And that's
Yeah.
Pastor Jaime right there.
Yeah, I welded the door on
Okay.
that 5 years ago. I welded the door on so that I could lock up their stuff.
Yeah.
Were you afraid of falling?
He was. As you can
There, they
see, a
just
lot
did
of
it
pictures
for
have Carl wrapped around us.
Yeah, it's
This is
John
him
Paul.
walking down the street needing help.
Again, the road was bad. So this was at the hairdresser's actually, so the before
Oh.
picture,
And after.
the after picture. So that's my hairdresser. I was the
First
first Canadian
Canadian.
in there. And we said, when in doubt, we'll just shave the head after. So this is again around the corner. There's a soccer field. Well, it was more a basketball court, but every day you'd see the kids out there playing soccer, and they'd love to get their picture taken. So when we walked by, they all came all up to the road for us to take their picture.
They could speak some English too. They were
Yeah.
really friendly boys, and then they all got ready and got a pose going, and it was really cute.
Yeah,
They do silly faces and like, it's cute.
yeah.
So this is back at the feeding program, just a picture of the girls and a few of the boys.
Like Wes said, he had taken over 4,000 pictures, we're not showing 4,000 today,
Yeah.
but he's
We
had a
did
lot
find
of
out that there is
problems.
about that many pictures.
He has had some problems with his phone, with the 500 pictures, it just kaputted, so we're trying to get that restored, and then just putting something together, he hasn't had a lot of time to go through them, so we just tried to grab a few.